Hello everyone, I'm ExtraCheesy87 and this is Let's Play Trails of Cold Steel 2 Part 38. In the previous video, we finished the intermission and made our escape from the Pantagruel after we got rescued for, I don't know, the 9,000th time in this series. We were also entrusted with the operation of the Courageous, and now we're having a flashback to learn what the gang decided to do.
And whatever we decide, it's not like we're going to be able to do anything major today. Still, I think it's time we start hammering down exactly what we're going to be doing from tomorrow onward.
Now, I hear all these voices saying, get Reen a cool sword, and now of course I would like to agree with that, these many clamoring voices that do definitely exist, they're not in my head. I hear you all saying, get Reen a cool sword, so I guess, despite my opposition, we will go get Reen a cool sword. I mean, if you're gonna pull my leg over it.
In theory, the Courageous gives us the ability to fly around the whole country with ease. But, in reality, the Noble Alliance has control over most of Erebonia, so we're limited in where we can actually go.
Yeah, we don't want to risk getting too close to Alliance territory. We'd run the risk of being captured, or even worse, being shot down.
It's sad to think how we barely have anywhere we can land with an amazing airship like this at our disposal.
Care to share your thoughts on this, instructor?
Oh, you kids can just do whatever you want.
Instructor Sarah may be hungover, nap time.
I lost the will to put in any effort after Captain Classy got off.
You slacker.
I'm pleased that you think so highly of my father, but...
Shut up, Laura. I'm gonna be your new stepmom, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Maybe Laura can hook you up with a one-on-one lecture on the Arcade School of Courtsmanship, if you know what I'm saying.
I was kidding. In all seriousness, if you need more people fighting in whatever you end up doing, I'll be happy to help you out. Just don't forget that the Courageous was entrusted to you kids, not to me. If you want my advice, then you got it. But you need to be able to make all the important decisions on your own.
Of course.
All I heard was get Reen a cool sword.
You almost sound like an instructor for once.
Getting back to the matter at hand, we don't need to decide everything right at this moment. What say you to figuring out how and what for now?
Come again?
I assume what would be our overall goal. Something realistic that we can all work together towards. And the how would be a basic idea on how we intend to achieve it?
Uh-huh. It's a little trick we use in the student council. It's easier to get motivated when you have a specific goal in mind.
You guys were doing the same kind of thing in the weeks before the Academy Festival, remember?
Reen would like to put something on the docket. He just, as it presents a sheet of paper that just says, get Reen big sword in crayon.
The concert was what you were working toward, and all your other planning was how you intended to pull it off.
I see. That makes sense.
We did spend a lot of time before and during the festival working out all the details, come to think of it.
Yeah, we had these, drawings and everything, and then Reen's had, show them today's.
Not to mention
Good
taking care of the
times.
things we couldn't plan, like the strange stuff at the old schoolhouse.
We were coordinating with all of the other classes and clubs at the same time, too.
When you break it down step by step, we did so much without even realizing it. And we may have our own personal goals right now.
Oh, Celine gets
but
her own
if we
seat
can wrap
now.
those up into one overarching goal, it won't seem half as much.
How about making it something related to the Academy itself, then?
Liberate Thors.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
I wonder what's happening there.
Toa, George, the Academy is currently under the Noble Alliance's control, right?
That's right. The staff and students who are there are doing what they can, but...
As you know, during the attack, a lot of the students managed to flee Trista and are now scattered across the country. Now, most of the upper-class students chose to stick it out, though. They've got no reason to fear the Alliance, being nobles and all.
All right, then. I think our what should be taking back the Academy.
That sounds good to me. The Courageous will serve as a good means of transport, but we'll need a proper base sooner or later.
And I mean, it shouldn't be that hard. I mean, I can't imagine Thors is really that heavily guarded, you know?
But with it,
I mean, the only
we can get a better
person...
look at the current state of things in Erebonia and try to reach out to those who are in need.
Because, the only really, important person who's there, right, is, I mean, having control over the kids of the nobility is important, but, I mean, there's Van Dyke is really the only, strong person there that you would want to, kind of keep in prison, so to speak.
And whatever information we learn along the way could bring us that much closer to liberating the Academy.
Can't see taking it back going that smoothly, though.
No doubt. It's near the capital, so its defenses are gonna be rock solid.
Still, I like it. What goal is more worthy of us than reclaiming something we hold so dear?
Indeed. Regardless of personal motivations, I can't think of an objective more fitting to us as a group.
And if we actually manage to achieve it, the sky's the limit for us.
I'm genuinely moved by your positivity.
Well, their optimism is probably their strongest point.
We were thinking of something along the same lines, in fact, so it works out. And hey, if we all thought about it, what's to stop the others from Thors from thinking it too? So if you happen to bump into anyone who escaped from the academy, why not go and ask them to join us? I'm not saying it has to be your primary focus or anything, but the more people we have on our side, the better.
That's a great idea.
Reen is confused. All these sentences, but none of them say get Reen big sword? Reen no understand.
Yeah, we'll be sure to keep an eye out.
We have about the bare minimum crew we need to fly at the moment, but it's not like this is their full-time job. I'm sure our current staff won't be here forever, so we're gonna need a few extra hands on board at some point. Ideally, we could have whoever's here now stick around long enough to train anyone we end up recruiting.
I know our numbers are small right now, but the more people we can get on our side, the higher chance we stand of making Trista and the Academy our home again. And I don't know about you, but I get this weird sense of satisfaction knowing that we students are gonna be the ones to do it.
I know the feeling, actually.
Everything works for me. I'd say that's our how decided, wouldn't you?
Agreed. To wrap all this up,
We go get Reen a big sword and then break for lunch. Got it, okay.
we'll use the Courageous as our base and as a way to get a good idea of the current state of things in Eastern Erebonia. Along the way, we'll try to recruit as many fellow Thor students to help us out as we can.
All we need is mint. If we get mint, we win.
All for the sake of our primary goal, taking back Thor's military academy.
Well, I suppose what we need to do is decide what we need to decide next is where we should head first. Yeah, well, not many places we can go at the moment, but there's Legram, Ymir, the Nord Highlands. We're able to land at the 4th Armored Division's base too, right? Yeah, I asked Dad about that yesterday and he's fine with it. Probably better for us to swing by all of them at once, really. I almost forgot. Prince Oliver sent you a few requests to take care of. What? You're telling me I'm still not free of side quests? Oh joy. These details are all right behind you. Behind us? Oh, there's an old computer here. I've only ever used one in class. No need to fear, technology doesn't bite. Plus, it'll be easy in the long run for you to grab stuff from there. So go on, take a look. Sure. Oh, lucky us. They're made by the Epstein Foundation, so they're identical to the ones we used in class. There we go. Something's popped up. This is how everything's displayed. Intelligence Division has some of these too, I think. Okay. Find our first year's Monster Madness. Badass in danger. Patry's in trouble. They is damn noble soldiers. They, damn it. I'll tell you if they're over the window grant. Oh, okay. Maybe we'll bring Machias for that. Okay, Lieutenant General Craig. The civilian we had in our protective custody has vanished. Would you be willing to offer a few more sets of eyes as we look for him? Maybe photo guy? Now, Monica is in... Where was Monica? She in... No? Because Casper's in Legram. Vivi's in Legram. Mint is in the Highlands. Monica is in... I can't remember. I know we met her. It was before we got... No. We talked to Casper before we got Laura. I don't remember when we got Monica, or when we met Monica. Did we meet Monica? I feel like we did, though. I'm sure they'd all make great additions to your crew. The terminal on the bridge will tell you just where you can find them. Thanks, Stoa. And then, there's a dang monster you gotta fight. A large, mysterious monster has appeared on the Highlands. We would ordinarily have asked Lacan to take care of it, but he's out on patrol and can't be reached. Are you willing to defeat it for us in his stead? Okay. There's one from Nord, one from Legram, one from Grelia's Proving Ground. Seems to got plenty of work in store for us all over the country. Was Monica at, Grelia? Maybe that's where it was. Yeah, that seems familiar. I kind of forgot that was a place we went to. How I wish it were my imagination, but I think I saw a depressingly familiar name on one of them as well. I'm not worried about the one Dad sent us. I don't think we can ignore that unusual monster that's appeared in Nord either. Alright, you'll all get to go to your specific quests. Prince Oliver took the time to gather and send all these to us himself? Wow, how did he manage to do that? He just left for Western Arabonia. He's a guy with plenty of connections, especially through the Bracer Guild. He said he's gonna keep finding stuff like this, and he thinks you can handle and send them your way. How many you end up doing is up to you, but I'd recommend taking care of the more urgent ones at least. Understood. I don't think any of us mind one bit. Indeed, it helps bring focus to our goal of touring the region and helping those in need. That said, I would assume checking the safety of our fellow Thor students is our top priority. I'll take the liberty of giving you that one myself. We're slowly getting information where other source students could be. Anytime we find something, we'll update the computer, and who knows, maybe they'll be willing to join us too. How convenient. Suddenly very grateful for those classes. Guessing we'll be checking this thing pretty often. Well, I think it's about almost everything. When you've decided what you want to go where you want to go first, let me know, okay? Oh, and George is hard at work setting up an orbital factory in the ship's hold, so if you need any modifications made to your Arcus or any quartz, you can sort those out over there. While you're at it, it's worth checking out the other facilities on board too. It's not much while we're short on staff, but I'm sure any students you recruit will get creative with their space. Might as well. Still, do you guys mind if we figure out who's gonna make up our active party when we disembark first? Actually, if you're doing that now, would you mind including me? I'd like to see the strange monster from the Highlands across myself. Don't worry, you were getting to come, Gaius. I don't mind at all. That sounds fair. I can come if you need a hand too. You just let me know if I'm needed, alright? Thanks, instructor. Now, let's see. It's temporarily not possible to remove Gaius from the party. So, I mean, Machias had a quest, Oliver had a quest. We'll bring Sarah. Let's bring someone new. We haven't really gotten to use Eustace yet. Let's get going. Right. Let's go, go, go. Sorry, Fee. Oh, they're awakening, dude. Oh, Rena's confused. This act doesn't say the gang gets Reen a big sword. What's up with that? I should probably do as the instructor recommends and tour the facilities on board at least once before disembarking. It's not much, but it'd be smart to go see George in the ship's hold and pay Valimar a visit. Might be good to see Princess Alphen too. Okay, I mean... Now view the student info tab in your notebook. Haven't we always been able to do that? Alright, let's I guess set up orbments real quick. Be right back. Alright, we're back. Here's how we set everyone up. Basically, I gave Maki his juggler just because I think it's good. And I don't care about iron in the slightest. Or, yeah, that was his old one. I think it's bad. It was either juggler, maybe wing, but we don't really have him set up as a caster. I mean, wing does give you okay attack. Yeah, I don't know. Juggler just seems fun. I kind of want to try it out some. If I'm not impressed by it, maybe we'll give him wing. Granted, Maki is not really going to be a long... Actually, he shouldn't even be in the active party, if I'm being honest. I'm sorry, Machias. Let's roll... Can I part with Elliot? Can I do it? We could. But then it's like, if I'm only going to have a single art user, I'd want it to be Elliot. Well, let's go, like, mixed here. Let's also change up the formation a little bit. I mean, we kind of want everyone to be relatively grouped. You don't get any free evasion. So, I mean, I guess we kind of... Well, actually, you have more HP than Sarah. Sarah, why do you not have any HP? I didn't do accessories. We're not doing any combat this video, most likely, so I think it'll be fine, but... Oh god, there's so many places. Nice, this is where the orbital factory is. I can see myself coming here pretty often. George said he brought the orbital bike on board from Ymir too. Maybe it's here? Eloy, I want to thank him while I'm down here. Are you gonna ride the bike through the airship? About Factory 1 / old. This area of the Courageous contains an orbital factory. Alright, thanks. Tutorial over. Like any other orbital factory, you can forge weapons and synthesize quartz. Simply speak to George and he will fulfill all requests. This area also happens to be the most spacious part of the Courageous. It's also where Valimore and the orbital bike are stored. Eventually, both of these can be customized as well. We can customize Valimore. Hey George, everything doing okay here? They stuck me in the basement, man. I'm all alone. I hate it. But yeah, the orbital factory is all ready for use. So if you need any work done in your orbits, don't hesitate to let me know. Thanks. I'm sure I'll be taking you up on that very soon. By the way, you're the one who brought the orbital bike on board, right? Guilty as charged. Figured it'd come in handy at some point. It was still in good condition thanks to uses, but I did make a few modifications to it. Modifications? Like what? It can fly now, dude. Oh, I changed a few parts so that it'll be better suited for riding off the road. So you should be able to ride it on rougher terrain. Feel free to take it for a spin anytime. We can ride wherever we want, really? Really, even if we're to break down or something, it wouldn't be hard to come and collect it with the Courageous. So go ahead and have fun riding it around. Thanks, got a feeling that'll come in handy. And to be honest, just the thought of getting to ride it all around over the country gets me excited. Angelica would be proud. There's one more thing about that sidecar we added to it. It was ripped up pretty badly during the attack on the Academy. Sorry. I can fix it for sure, but it's going to cost a lot of mirror to buy all the materials, so I'll have to go without it for a while, at least until we have the funds to repair it anyway. I ain't got no money, dude. It is what it is, but what can you do? Oh, one other thing about the bike. What would you say to giving it a brand new paint job? A paint job? Yeah, I saw the special feature in an automotive magazine about painting those recently. Thought it might be kind of fun to give it a shot ourselves. You know, we got the perfect test subject. I can easily set up a station over there. Want to give it a go if you're interested. That does sound interesting. Yeah, I'll give it a shot once you're all set up. That sounds fun. Okay, so it's like our car from Missouri. Okay, we can ride the bike wherever we are. Oh boy. That's cool. I mean, it's not that expensive. Yellow, ugh. Ugh. It's only 6,000. Well, I mean, 12%. Okay, you do get slightly more damage on your criticals. That's interesting. I wish it was closer to level 4 by default, though. I mean, really the closest, I mean, we could maybe give that to Fee, because it does give a lot of speed still. So it gives 12 speed, 120 strength. What does Raven give right now? So you lose 4 speed. I think you get more defense as well. I mean, the delay is like not really anything I care about. Starting with extra speed at the first turn is really good. And Fee does have a way to like crit automatically with her, or whenever she needs to. With her stealth. Oh no. I think we'll buy it. I mean, the defensive stats aren't really worth anything, if I'm being honest, but we'll trade in some Earthsapith. Did you sell new quartz? Oh, there is some new stuff. Tara, need that. Oh, HPs. Attack 2. Yeah, that's at least a 3%. Still not that good, though. A cast might be okay, but we can't really afford it yet. A hit 2's... We'll buy 2 of them. And we'll buy 1 attack 2. We could get an Athelos, but I don't think we really need it. With Canon, Thalos by itself is pretty much a full heal. I mean, Terral is mainly going to be more for non-Elliot characters. Like, it'd honestly be pretty good to have on Reen. Especially anytime we have to do solo shit. And we'll just upgrade your hit. And I guess we should give you a hit as well. We'll let Gaius keep his normal one. And you... I think ditch the seal, put burn here. And then equip a hit. I definitely know where they are. Now, if characters miss with this, I'm uninstalling. Straight up. Now, do I threaten to uninstall about every 2 to 3 videos? Yes. Unfortunately, it's been nothing but radio silence from Angie ever since she went back to Roar after the festival. Well, she was in the anime opening with Toa, so she's fine. I mean, you think that with her family being who they are, her safety be good as guaranteed, but, this is Angie. She and Trouble are best friends. You think I am made of money? Oh yeah, customized weapons. Wait, can we... You don't sell the weapons though, right? We have to buy those somewhere else? Do we have anything? No, nothing yet. Hey, remember me? I'm Peyton, a mechanic from the ZCF. I was here doing the Courageous' maiden voyage early in the year, and His Highness asked me to hop aboard again. Won't be here for long, though. As soon as I finish with going over what George needs to know, I'll be going off. Still, it's nice to see this baby from the inside again. I was in charge of maintenance on Librel's RCL, too. I want to go back to Librel, but the war breaking out here kind of makes that impossible. Well, anyway, need to focus on going over everything George needs to know to run the ship now. Hello, Valley. Greetings, Awakener. I see you have not brought me a big sword. I will now crush you. Hey, Valley, I take your mana's recovered a little now? Affirmative, it stands at 50% replenished. I see that our new powers awaken within you as well. I don't know if I'd call it new exactly. This power has always been within me. I just didn't understand what it was or why it was there. But thanks to everyone's help, it finally feels like it's a part of me, if that makes any sense. So I need to keep practicing using it. I can't have a repeat of what happened aboard the Panther Girl. You appear to be aware of your own limitations. Well, it's like how you learn to better synchronize with me through practice. Humans must improve their specifications through similar means. You only need to work towards improvement to gain optimal proficiency for the battles to come. Yeah, sure, you too. That's crazy. Yeah, I suppose you're right. I can't help but feel that one day this power will be useful to me as an Awakener too. I won't be able to use it all the time, but I'll do what I can to get better at making use of it. I look forward to it. Okay, now we can Spirit Unification. Using this craft allows Reen to unleash the power within him and fight for several turns in that state. Activating it cures all status abnormalities and increases Reen's strength in battle significantly. How much it costs though? Yeah, it doesn't say anything about giving insight, so maybe that icon is just a lie, which would make sense. So it's 3 turns. I mean, depending on how much it costs, I don't know. Curing statuses does give it some usability. Granted, the problem is that you're not going to be able to use it to cure the annoying statuses. You know, the ones that fully disable you. Okay. Only by devoting yourself to polishing your latent abilities will you improve, Awakener. Become strong, you'll claim victory when next you cross paths with the Azure Knight. Seriously, I'm getting tired of fucking losing. Why did my Awakener have to be a loser? Why couldn't I get Crow? I mean, was that out loud? See ya, Awakener. Is that cards I see? There's a ton of stuff on this floor. I should probably take a look around and see what's on offer. The second floor is a wide variety of facilities, including a kitchen and an infirmary. While these facilities are currently a little, shall we say, limited, more will become available as you continue to recruit students. The floor also contains a game room, which is just right for playing Blade 2. Oh man, if Blade's so good, why isn't there a sequel? Wait, you mean there is? Anybody here? Oh look, it's Mr. Do It himself. Guess you're too cool to care about the potential risks of kicking your support out of the core, huh? Talk about holding a grudge. Hey, I'm sorry, I really am. You better be. Make sure it doesn't happen again, you hear me? Sure, Emma's got most of my attention now, but when you're fighting Valimar, I'm your support. I need to see just what you two are capable of, so don't kill me out yet. Celine, you don't do anything. Well, make sure you don't start getting ahead of yourself. What a well-stocked infirmary. All the usual essentials like medicine and bandages are here in ample supply. That's good to know. As much as I hate to say it, we'll probably end up needing all that. After all, we're dealing with a war here. Even I'm not optimistic enough to think none of us will ever get hurt. That's true. Hopefully we'll be able to avoid losing anyone, even ignoring the tragedy of it. A loss like that would make taking on Crow and Vita nearly impossible. Yeah, you're right. There's another good reason to stay alive. Whenever you fight with Valimar, I'll be there to back you up. It's my job to see just how far the two of you can go together, after all. For now, I think I'm the best girl for the job. Grandmother did teach me quite a bit of medical knowledge, you know? Glad to hear we're in good hands. I'll rub this invisible medicine on them and they'll get better in no time. Yo, we Persona. Gotta buy some drinks to replenish our SP. Hello. Don't eat all the food, please. This ship's so fancy, there's so much to see I can't even decide where to start. I mean, I would if this thing had a chef. I was hoping for some tasty grub. Well, we're flying with the skeleton crew right now. Chefs aren't exactly essential on a ship compared to, say, engineers. But that's all we need to get to work on recruiting students. The more we get, the better the courageous. Makes sense you put it like that. Makes me kind of jealous of the nobles, though. I bet the Pantagruel's got some real top-class chefs on board. They gave you some super fancy food when they took you aboard, right? How was it? We had this chef, I think his name was like C or something? It's not like I could really enjoy it that much given the whole hostage thing. I guess it couldn't hurt to ask. Have you ever heard of something called the Black Workshop before? Huh? Hold on, who told you about it? I figured she might know. That Altina girl mentioned it to me. She said it's the place she belongs to. He also said they loaned her to the Alliance. What kind of place loans someone else a girl? How much can I say here? It's the confidential info in... Is the confidential info in their intelligence division file enough? That sounds like stuff you shouldn't be telling me, but go ahead. Well, we don't know where it is or anything, but it's a really unique arms workshop. They make weapons to order, but one thing they have in common is that they're all super powerful and super hard to use. You know, for terrorists, Jaegers, customers like that. That huge rifle Crow used to shoot Gramps was probably made there too. You think? You know, it was designed to hit a target over 3,000 arg away with pinpoint accuracy. That's pretty nuts. Blair says it's the same one he used when he faked his death back at the mine too. But if they did make it, I wonder if that means they're allied with the Alliance. That's a lot to take in. Why would a girl like Altina be affiliated with a place like that? There's that, you know, Clom Solaris of hers that's practically her personal Argetlum. Wait a second, does the Black Workshop make the combat shells or something? What about Argetlum for that matter? Ding ding ding! Grants used to do business with them through the intelligence division, what I hear. But about a year ago, I guess all contact with them just stopped. Lecter was trying to find out where the actual workshop was for a while, but he didn't have any luck. I mean, I'm guessing it's Ouroboros related, right? Something that, I don't know if I actually mentioned this, but apparently someone mentioned this in a comment on one of the Trails in the Sky 2 videos, that when you're fighting Wiseman, his 2 robot ads are actually called combat shells. Just kind of a nifty bit of continuity there. I bet you we're gonna run into that girl and her Sammy sooner or later. I'm getting a kind of rival vibe from them, you know? Me and Lammy gotta keep up on our training so we can beat him. Seriously, his name should be Clammy, not Sammy. We're gonna do 1,000 arm swings a day and 1,000,000 push-ups. We're gonna be so buff you won't even know what hit you. Just to be sure to do those arm swings on the deck and away from people so you don't hit anyone. I don't know more about the workshop though, it's more mysterious than ever. We might need to add them to our foes to watch out for list, right? Under Ouroboros. I mean, they could be their own thing as well. That's also possible. The ship's got everything we could ever want, but how's it compare to the Pantagruel? Well, the Pantagruel's bigger and more luxurious, but the Courageous matches it step for step in terms of facilities, and it's more mobile. Got a cooler sounding name, too. Wow, rude. How culturally insensitive? That's my job? Thought so. There's still room to add more. That reminds me, I had a chance to sit and chat with those two Zephyr members while I was on board. They weren't exactly in the chattiest of moods, of course, but it was pretty clear they're still thinking about you. Well, that's nice. But you're my family now, and that's what's important. I'll find out what they're after if I have to do it myself. You don't. We're all in this together, and we'll help you get your answers. There's still room to add more facilities to the ship so it can get even better. We'll have to try and make that happen as soon as we can. Anything to do in here? Not yet. So could I do anything in the blade room? I don't think so, right? Not yet. Wait. It was like ages since the last time I had a chance to play Blade. Wait, did I end up with some cards when I was on the Pantagruel? What? Green took out a Blade 2 deck. Upon closer inspection, he noticed a scrap of paper stuck between two of the cards inside. Love Crow. What's this? Welcome to the new and improved version of Blade, creatively titled Blade 2. It's basically the same thing but with a few more cards to make it more strategic. Give it a shot, I think you'll like it. Just don't let it distract you too much from becoming a better night pilot, okay? Crow. When did he get this into my pocket? Could have just given it to me when we were sitting together, but I guess this is a much more Crow approach. Oh well. I like the sound of more strategic. Maybe I should try inviting someone down for a game sometime. I have to get all the practice in that I can if I ever want to beat Crow. We've never lost a Crow. Everyone else, on the other hand, has beaten our ass. Inspecting one of the card tables will allow you to call a classmate for a game. Playing against someone will allow you to deepen your bond with them, regardless of whether you win or lose. However, you can only deepen your bond with 5 characters at a time. Characters you have deepened your bond with will get a star next to their name. After each major story development, these stars are removed, allowing you to deepen your bond with any 5 characters of your choosing again. Is there anything new? Yeah, this all seems to be the same, and they said it was basically the same, right? Who are we, like, lowest on, like, combat link-wise? You know what, bring the Euster.
If we have to.
Okay, some of these, I noticed that's
Draw
new.
a card.
I don't know what force means.
I'll be going first.
Okay, it tells you there. Because I don't think they actually had explanations, you just had to figure out what the hell they did, like, on your own.
We have the same score. Let's redraw.
Oh,
I'll
no.
be going first.
Bolt me, coward. Do it, you want to do it.
Now, at least it wasn't a complete waste of time.
Oh, poor Uses. His hand was like garbage. Well, I can see defeat this time. And we're at 4 with him. I guess we can look real quick. Like, who is lacking? Okay, we're 4 with everyone. Alright. Oh, he gets anger? That's actually pretty good. Just because he, you know, Noble Command's awesome. And really what we need to do is we need to increase the links between our other characters, between themselves, like...
Okay, let's get this thing going.
Did Sarah learn how to play the Blade game in between games?
Go on, draw a card.
I mean, our hand is pretty sweet.
I'm up first. Looks like we need to draw again after you, my dear.
Don't say that again.
Come like lightning. Don't hate me for this.
I don't know what that does. Oh, it like forces you to play a random card? Oh, it gets rid of a random card?
Time to power up.
Okay, that's maybe not the best use of a force I've ever seen.
Wait a second! One more time, just one more time.
I totally threw that, by the way. You didn't really beat me. Next time I win for real. You wrecked, nerd. Beat up Machias. But we've ascended. And by ascended, we've gotten very lucky. Yeah, this hand is not as good as our previous ones. It's still pretty good because we got 2 7s, but...
We're even. We'll have to redraw. All right. I'm going first.
Our, like, starting draws have been incredible.
Force!
TY.
Crap.
You activated Mirror Force. He ain't got another bolt, coward. Oh no.
Blast.
You fricker. Come on. Oh, you fool. You have been outplayed in the game of pure skill.
It's mostly luck anyway.
It is mostly luck. I agree with Machias for once. You win this one. I figured you out though. I don't think I'll get so lucky next time.
Let the battle begin.
And our hand is
Here, right?
absolute hot fucking
first.
garbage.
Take this. Take this.
Unbelievably rude.
Mirror.
Maybe the worst mirror the world has ever seen. Okay. Then you mirror.
Crap.
Then you.
Guess we'd better draw
No,
again.
my force, dude!
You're first, I guess. Guess we'd better draw again.
Oh, it's coming down to the freaking wire.
I'm first. Oh. Guess I lost.
Yeah, we all skill, baby. Guys, let you have that one. Next one's mine, though. That one was close. But thankfully, we tactfully used our massive intellect to avoid a loss.
Go easy on me, okay?
Never. Wow, this hand is also kind of hot garbage.
Okay,
Well,
let's
actually,
draw.
I mean, it's not that bad.
Well, looks like I'm up first. Being tied
Really,
means we have to redraw,
The
right?
main thing is that our top decks have been insane.
Looks like you're up first.
Like, we've won almost all of them. Do I think you have a bolt? Maybe. Let's go for the early
Really?
mirror.
You're playing that now. Force!
Sure would suck if somebody were to play Mirror Force.
Really? You're playing that now. Bolt!
You ain't got another bolt, coward.
Really? You're playing that now? Blast!
No! I mean, if he doesn't have a mirror, we win.
That's too bad.
Oh, I was hoping I'd win that one too. I'll get you next time though. Reen is as truly ascended. He has become the Blade Lord. Suck it, Loe. Hey, it's kind of like rude to insult the dead. Yeah, okay, whatever. All the ship's operating manuals are in here and shockingly are relatively easy to understand. In fact, the biggest hurdle to reading them is the extracting all the other books that have been jammed in here. I think we can blame that on Prince Oliver. He doesn't strike me as a particularly organized, given the state of the game room across the hallway. I'd say it's sugarcoating it. Maybe it's for the best. I was pretty nervous when I heard we were looking after a military ship, but after seeing the state the Prince left it in, the pressure's off. Yeah, maybe this is all deliberate. Like he's sending us a message saying that it's okay to relax and unwind sometimes. We obviously need to take our work seriously, but if he doesn't see the harm in taking a break, then neither do I. I mean, he beat up a freaking, like, god, kind of. I might not be the captain of the ship, but I'm still part of the crew. So communicating as much operating info to my memory as possible can only serve to make me more useful while I'm here. If I'm lucky, doing so will help me find Stefan sooner. I've been worried about him. Don't worry, we'll get your chest buddy back. Can I snowboard? 'Cause I saw the snowboards in here somewhere. Okay, we can't interact with these yet. You can access the front and rear decks from this floor, and it's where all the shops are. I'll probably see a lot of this place. Third floor contains a variety of facilities you can make use of, including shops and a room you can use to take a nap. Only one shop is available for now, but by recruiting Thor students, you can raise that number up to 4. The aforementioned nap room allows you to rest and restore your EP and HP for free. What about my CP? Fuck you. Okay, thanks. Ellie and I have been talking about what we should do now that we have this ship. Making sure everyone in Thor's is alive and well should definitely be one of our top priorities if you ask me. I think it'd be helpful to have the entire lacrosse club on board, but the other students probably wouldn't hurt. More the better in my book. We need as many able bodies as possible when it's time to take back Thor's too, so let's get everyone we can. Yeah! Hey Elliot, doing some violin maintenance I see? Yeah, probably seems kind of strange, huh? I would have thought so too, but Prince Oliver changed my mind with a few choice words of encouragement. He said, war and no war, the power of music never weakens. Damn right. If the path of musician is truly what you aspire to, then even the way you fight should reflect that and be your own. Makes a lot of sense coming from Prince Oliver too. He plays the lute, doesn't he? That's right, he's performed all over the country and even outside of it. I'm not exactly sure what he means about finding my own way to fight, but I'm gonna try and figure that out. Maybe if I just keep on fighting while staying true to myself, the answer will come to me. I sure hope it does. After Prince Oliver's words of encouragement, I'm more determined than ever to find my own way to fight. Well, that and my path towards becoming a great musician. Seriously, every time I play music right now, people just fucking die, dude. It'd be great to have the entire student body working on the ship with us. Admittedly, Theresia might be a particularly tricky recruit because of where she is right now, but we'll figure something out. Damn, look at all the storage. Where's the shop? Hello, sword needed. Here's what all the layout changes since you were last aboard. It has had a fair bit of remodeling done in the hopes it can operate even more efficiently. Did it? I honestly don't remember. So take this chance to get familiar with what's where now. It'll pay off in the long run, trust me. That do be kind of expensive. And then Sarah, do you get an upgraded weapon? Do you? I don't know. Maybe. We'll probably use you for a little bit. For like this whole, at least this whole first section we'll use Sarah just because she's new, kind of. What's up, Gaius? Oh hey, is that Hawk again? Zio, right? Yeah, I'm surprised to see him too. He must have decided to find us. He seems happy that we're all together again. That makes 2 of us. Our people revere hawks as sacred birds, so I think his being here is a sign that the ship has the wind's blessing. Skies may be fast, but with the winds looking after us, we should be able to fly them with ease. I'm even happier to have Zio here. Scree, caw, I'm a bird. I have to admit, I'm still worried about the request from Nord. I'll be with you every step of the way. When you go, tackle it, so try and do it as soon as you can. I don't mean to rush you, but I need to see whatever strange monster is plaguing my homeland. Yeah, like, okay, whatever, dude. I mean, I've been to Nord twice. Is there ever a strange monster not plaguing the homeland? You got giant electric fish golems that just kind of walk around, dude. There's chests, and then you open them and a freaking wyvern pops out. Actually, like 2 wyverns and a bunch of little baby wyverns. The royal room, I guess that's where Alphen's at. This floor is the conference room and the royal room. The latter is exclusively for Prince of Alphen, obviously, but I bet we'll use the former quite a bit. About the 4th floor facilities. The 4th floor contains a number of useful facilities, including a conference room and various training rooms. It also contains the royal room, which, as the name suggests, was designed for members of the imperial family. On board right now, that's Princess Alphen. I wonder if I guess maybe more will get added as if we rescue the royal family or something. These can't be used immediately, but you will be able to use them once you've recruited students capable of running them. Okay. Now, is that just for, like, really practice, or is there, like, potential stat benefits out of this? I'm taking my brother had already left the Pantagruel by the time we arrived. To be perfectly honest, I breathed a sigh of relief when he didn't come out to meet us. After all, now I can see the gap between the two of us more starkly than ever. We wouldn't stand a chance as we are. Eustace? Never seen him as completely drained of his confidence. Having the ship in our possession is like having a sword dangled over our heads. The day will come when we have to face him. We are nothing to him now, but if we use what time we have wisely, perhaps that won't be the case next time. We can beat him. Don't lose hope. I finally decided to start using my secret anime power. As long as we have the ship, we will eventually have to cross swords with my brother again. We'll have to devote ourselves to refining our skills if we expect to have a ghost of a chance against him. That's my line? You can't say ghost of a chance. Hello. Hello, Reen. Hey, what's up? What's that document you got there? Just a little formality I need to get through before we really get started. It's to show that the control of the ship has been temporarily passed from our family to you, and that you've been given the legitimate right to use it as you see fit. Alright, well, if you need my help to cross any T's or dot any I's, let me know. You've been gracious enough to join us on this ship, so at least I can do is help you out with whatever you need. Oh, don't worry, half of being a member of the Imperial family is paperwork anyway. I can handle it on my own. Besides, you've all helped me more than enough already. Plus, I'm worried that if Reem were to actually sign his name on anything, it would, like, be like a marriage agreement or something, secretly. Come to think of it, I never did thank you for saving me from the Pantagruel, did I? Properly, I mean. Thank you very much, Reem. I truly never expected that you would be a knight in shining armor. That's not something I need to be thanked for. Back in Ymir, I swore that I would rescue both you and Elise from the Alliance. I've completed half of that task, and now I've got to finish the job. Let me help you with rescuing her. I'll be keeping a close eye on you all the while to see if you really order the Phoenix Wings metal material. What's this now? It's a very exclusive honor that my family only rewards every few years to people who are really deserving of it. Haven't we, like, already kind of, like, done some cool shit? There are 3 medals in all: charity, love, and strength, awarded to people who exemplify said virtues. It just so happens that as a ship of the Imperial family, we have some of those medals on here, so I have to give them. That's remarkably convenient. So if you demonstrate your worthiness for any of those medals, I'd like to give them to you. Though in your case, I'm sure it's more of a matter of when than if. I don't know if I'd say that. Still, it can't hurt to try and live up to those lofty expectations. But medals or no medals, the most important thing to me right now is rescuing Elise. And helping you reunite with your family, too. Of course. Okay, so that's our Lionheart medals. Okay. You can now use quick travel on the Courageous by pressing the square button. No. Awarded to those who have independently and voluntarily strived to better the lives of those across the land. Do side quests. Award are granted to those who have demonstrated love for their fellow human beings, showing and earning the trust and understanding of many people. Do side quests. A medal awarded to those who have performed great acts of strength, defeating powerful foes to protect this nation and its people. Do side quests. Since my brother left the Courageous to me, I'll do everything in my power to live up to his expectations. As a proud member of the R&R family, allow me to support you to the fullest extent I can. We both have our work cut out for us, but I know you're up to the task. I don't really know what the requirements are for unlocking the medals. I mean, I know we got them all in the... Like, I don't know if maybe actually talking to NPCs is part of it. Or if it's, just doing side quests. I certainly didn't expect the ship to be equipped with training facilities. I've been told that we're welcome to use them should the urge strike us. However, the door is to remain closed when not in use. Can't imagine being given a more perfect set of wings. It's going to be difficult to repay Father and Prince Oliver for such an incredible gift. That's true, but now we know where to start. There's a lot we can do to better people's lives now that we can take to the air. Indeed, between our swords and our ship, I'm certain we can make a difference. And together we shall do so. Father and Prince Oliver displayed a great deal of faith in us when they entrusted us with this ship. Let us work to show them that their faith is not misplaced. Okay, so that's pretty much all the facilities. Alright, I think I've seen all the key onboard facilities now. All that's left to tell Toa where we're going next. Where are we going next? I mean, we'll do some of the optional ones first. Talking to Toa in the captain's chair will allow you to select the destination and organize the party. Regardless of who is selected as Marine support in battle, Marine will tour the Courageous alone. How to board the Courageous. After landing, you can board the Courageous again by pressing the square button to activate the navigation menu, followed by pressing the start button. Okay, it's not available in dungeons or select portions of the story. What if I'm in a boss fight? I want the Courageous to do like a freaking, like, bombing run. Checking and reporting quests. Confirm and report quests over there. You get AP, get stuff. Checking student information. Inspecting the computer also gives you access to the latest information available regarding Thor students scattered all across Erebonia. Okay, once the information has been read, it will be automatically recorded in your notebook. Let me look at those quests again. Okay, Inn and Legram and Gorelia. We'll probably do Inn and Legram first. No, actually Gorelia, because it's been a while since we've gone to Gorelia. And we were just at Legram not too long ago. I can't say I wasn't a little concerned about the idea of handing an airship like this over to a bunch of students. You guys proved me wrong in no time at all, though. At this point, I have every intention of staying on board until you find someone to take my place. Chrono, he's got his own ship to fly around, if you know what I mean. I used to serve as helmsman on a civilian airship, actually. I might only be here to fill in temporarily, but I have confidence in my ability to do the job. Whatever you need, I'm up to the task. I tell you, George really knows his stuff. With a kid like that on board, the engine room's in safe hands. What a relief! Thanks to Captain Claire, I've been able to secure a communications link with the Railway Military Police. That should make it a heck of a lot easier to work with him in the future. I'm here if you need someone to talk to or if you just want some advice. But at the end of the day, don't forget, Prince Oliver entrusts the Courageous to you kids, not to me. I don't think you have to worry about that. Our field studies really drove home the importance of being able to think and act on our own. This is a good chance as any for us to put those practical lessons to use. Then I suppose I need say no more. Show me the value of that Class 7 education and make me proud. It's a perfect chance for you guys to show me you learned something from those field studies I kept sending you on. Show me the value of that Class 7 education. And don't forget, if you ever need a helping hand to beat the crap out of some monsters, I'm your gal. By the way, there's something I heard right before I left the academy that you might find interesting. Apparently there's a number of second-year Thor students out there trying to fight the Alliance. Really? Yeah, suppose after helping the first years escape, they split up and spread all throughout the country. They've been on the move ever since, trying to set up Arcus relay devices wherever they can. Wow, I can't believe it, though. The second years are pretty tough. Don't you forget it, but seriously, if you can find them, I'm sure they'd be a great asset to our cause. There's a chance to run into them in a populated area, but I'm guessing you'll have better luck on the highways. I'll keep that in mind, Toa. Thanks. We need to gather up as many students as we can to fill our crew here on the Courageous. That's a lot of work as it is, but then, factoring in Prince Oliver's requests, we're gonna be really busy, aren't we? But we'll just have to do what we can. I think these are the only place to be safe for us to land right now. You can now travel to Ymir using the Courageous. You can now travel to the North Highlands using the Courageous. You can go to Gorilla if you want. Hell, you might even be able to go to Legram. Okay, hell, you might even be able to go to Legram. When you decide where you want to go, let me know and I'll take you there. Will do, thanks.
Where do you want to go? Full speed ahead!
Yeah, so Monica's here and And that's in Nord. Alright, so we can get Monica knocked out and work on the dad's request? Oh, hello. Ah, what's up, guys? Long time no see. Rex, this is the last place I thought I'd find you. You wouldn't believe it. I've been following the Imperial Army and getting up-close photos of the war. Hey, the stuff you guys have been getting up to is even crazier. I don't know if I'd say what we've been doing is any crazier than getting photos on a battlefield. I mean, we've been the battlefield, Elliot. Sounds like you've been getting put in a lot of letter work. Anyway, given that what just happened to, given that we just so happened to run into each other, do you want to know what we're doing? Want to join the Courageous? Me on the Courageous? Seriously? I've heard worse ideas. The more the merrier. If you want to take photos, being able to fly around the country would be a smart move too. You really know how to tempt a guy. But nah, I'll pass. Maybe another day. Nah, what do you mean, nah? Look, I put a lot of thought into what I can do to help this country when it's slowly sinking into hell like this. Then I realized, I'm a cameraman. With all the media control, I'm one of the few people who can capture the truth of this war. And I can do that way better on the battlefield next to the Army and the RMP than I could on the Courageous. Sorry. That's fair. Never expected you to be acting like such a noble-minded professional. Cool, we done here? Good luck with your stuff, though. It's been neat to follow. I'll be doing my thing on the ground. Alright then, just don't get too gutsy out there on the battlefield. We should have brought a full squad of girls. Then maybe he'd want to join us. That's all I'm accounted for. Good. I need to keep what's up at the 5th Division in order. If I don't, who will? I didn't even really actively realize we've almost got the bro squad. If we just dropped Sarah for... Is this every male character? We can't quite go full bro squad, it looks like, but almost. If we had Tobal with us. Oh yeah, that reminds me. What is that accessory? What does it do? Okay, so it's not quite as good as his normal one, but that's still very strong. I guess we'll just give you the arts one for now and switch out for later if we need to. Yeah, who has our 2000 HP accessory? I think I gave it to Emma. Strength and preventing faints is pretty good. The Gladiator belt, I do like Elliot, because Elliot has a hard time getting CP back once he spins it, since he doesn't really attack that often. And in theory, he should be at the back and not getting hit all that often as well. It sure has been busy around here lately. No sooner does one operation wrap up than another one's just about ready to go. I'm getting by, though. It helps that I've got a good list of meals to eat when... I've got a good list of meals you can eat with one hand as you work. Okay, this is one of my favorites. Why not try making some for yourself? Tomato burger. Doesn't sound too good to me. I'm not really a big tomato guy. We've been stuck in this deadlock for over 3 weeks now. Soldiers on both sides are getting pretty tired of it. I'm going to have to make sure the troops remain vigilant if they don't make any careless mistakes. She really is a flawless commanding officer. Nothing gets past her, especially when it comes to tanks. So then when the tanks isn't done the way she wants it, she'll do it herself, and her work is first rate too. You can just stay on top of everything so she won't overwork herself. Monica, you were over in that building last time, right? We're lagging a bit behind in gathering and delivering supplies, so Sergeant Major Amons and I are helping out. We're pretty short on manpower right now, even with the 5th Division guys pitching in. Speaking of the Sergeant Major, he should be back by now. What's up? I really hope Laura's okay. Oh, do I need to bring Laura? With the fighting getting worse. I'm actually worried. At this point, we'd actually have to reunite her with Laura to calm her nerves. Actually, why haven't we done that already? She's just hanging out on the Courageous. Well, I didn't think about that, okay? Thanks to the RMP, we're at least able to refresh our store supplies somewhat. We don't usually get much in the way of new ingredients, though, so my biggest challenge is making good use of what I have. And it's a worthwhile challenge, keeps me busy. A cheese omelet. Okay, so we'll come back with Laura. I guess we'll go ahead and do our side quest, though, with this squad. Did I talk to you? I think we did, right? It's good to see Rex back in the camp again. He always makes me laugh whenever he's here. He keeps calling me an angel of the battlefield for some reason. He's probably just joking around to keep my spirits up, but honestly, I appreciate it. We could all use a boost in times like these. I need to pull myself together. I don't want people to feel like they have to go out of their way for me like that. Even though I do notice my underwear keep disappearing at night. It's very odd. You're operating the Courageous with a crew comprised solely of students. You think that just because you got the backing of royalty, you're about fighting for one of the factions? Some people might condone that approach, but not me. You need a clear stance on where you stand in this war and stick to it. War is no place for the vain idealism of the youth. You'll see that soon enough yourself. Okay, then why is historically most people who fight in wars children? Or, you know, young people? No matter where I look, I can't find a thing. Why won't this war hurry up and fizzle out already? Hey, Monk, still here, I see. It's you guys. Nice to see that you're all happy and healthy. Nice to see that you're alive, at least. Anyway, we got something to ask you. Right now, we're trying to gather up Academy students and help us fight aboard the Courageous, so we were wondering... Nope, not in the mood, not right now, anyway. As you know, I normally jump at the chance. We all know how much material to give me. But there's nothing but news on the radio these days, so what's the point of sending in material? Who will read it? Why even look? Oh, sure. We'll give you some space, then. Oh, well. There's no point pressing the issue. A man that focus won't change his mind. So far, things ain't going too well in the whole recruit Thor students. You have business with Lieutenant General? I'm sure he'll be overjoyed to see all of you, especially with Elliot in tow. Feel free to head on in. So we'll at least accept the quest, and then we'll probably call it. Oh, Elliot, did you see my request? Sure did, Dad. You want us to help you find a missing civilian, right? Although it looks as though you're busy with a meeting, should we come back a little later? Please don't hold back on our account. We're certainly busy, but that's all the more reason to get this taken care of. He's right. It's because we don't have any time to handle it ourselves that we called you to begin with. What's more, wasn't your platoon who took that civilian to begin with, Gaul? Wasn't it in your platoon who took that civilian? Yes, sir. My men are in charge. I'm getting very, very tongue-tied at the end of this episode. My men are in charge of patrolling the area and taking any civilians found wandering in it to our safe custody. The one we called you about here was found wandering the highway a few days ago. After that, he remained in base camp without causing trouble until this morning when he simply disappeared. We haven't the faintest clue where he is. As I said earlier, we don't have time to look for him, but yet even so, we can't very well sit back and twiddle our thumbs. That's why we chose to call on you. I see, it sounds like a perfect job for us. Yup, fits us to a T. My thoughts exactly. As such, I'd like to entrust the task to you if you're willing, so how about it? I don't think it's something we could ignore in good conscience, so we'd be happy to accept. Excellent, I'll leave finding him to you then. It's possible that someone here in the camp may have seen him leave. Perhaps asking around would be a good place to start? That sounds like a good idea. Thanks, Captain. Other than that, I'll leave it to you to decide how to best approach this. But if the provincial army decides to attack, withdraw to safety immediately. Understand? Yes, sir. Civilians stood a fair bit out in the camp. Stood a fair bit in the base camp, too. You might find out something about where he could have gone if you ask around. You seen anything? While you guys are flying around up high, I'll be putting in work as a war photographer down below. My next subject, why, that lovely lady in uniform over there, of course. Do you even know what a war photographer does? At least he hasn't completely changed, I guess. You've been stuck in this deadlock for over 3 weeks now, and soldiers on both sides are getting pretty tired of it. I have to make sure the troops remain vigilant and don't make any careless mistakes. Someone mentioned the person who left, I thought. Need to keep what's left of the 5th Division in order. If I don't, who will? We're lagging a bit behind in gatherings, so Sergeant Major Mons and I are helping out. You're looking for the civilian who was here, I believe? I hope his sudden disappearance doesn't confirm the suspicions I had about him being a spy. I'm not sure. I mean, you think it's Thomas? I guess it could be Thomas. He was in this area, right? I'm not sure there's much evidence pointing that direction right now. But either way, do you remember when you last saw him? It was this morning, actually. He was standing off in the corner of the camp muttering to himself. Couldn't make out what he was saying, but it seemed like he was looking for someone. That doesn't give us much to go on. That would prove helpful in finding him. You're looking for civilian, right? Yeah, he did come around every time we were serving a meal. He seemed kind of pitiable, really. Spilled his soup a few times, and he always gave this odd, insincere smile when he did. That doesn't really sound like Thomas. Alright, do you remember when you last saw him around? This morning's breakfast, actually. Haven't seen him since, but who knows when he'll pop in again. Alright, well, thanks for your time. Man, not much like here either. You're looking for the young man who's in the camp at the moment? Yes, he does come here from time to time. He always seems so sad. I tried to strike up a conversation with him this one time, thinking it'd cheer him up. And it did too. He went out seeming all cheerful and motivated afterwards. Sounds like we're dealing with a pretty simple-minded guy here, doesn't it? Who could it be? Someone who gets all sappy and depressed. Now, we don't know if they're a student or an adult. I mean, they said young man a few times, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Wouldn't happen to know where he might be now, would you? Sorry, I'm afraid not. We don't have too much to go on then. Cool, it's a tough job. I wasn't expecting to find you here, Elliot. Hey, would you mind if we asked you something? After confirming it was okay, they asked Sergeant Major Amons if they'd seen the civilian. Oh, he's missing, is he? I did actually see him roughly an hour ago. Really? Where'd you see him, Ruins of Grellia? He was heading in the direction of the fortress. I couldn't tell you more than that, though. What would he be doing there? Dude, I can't imagine what business a civilian would have in the ruins of a fortress. It seems our destination is set. Yeah, let's go after him. Thank you for the information, sir. That was nothing. Best of luck finding him. Okay. Crossbow's still all glowy, I see. No matter how many times I get to see what's left of this fortress, it doesn't get any less shocking. Whatever weapon crossbow used, it defies human comprehension. Still, this is no time to be feeling overwhelmed by the scenery. We need to focus on finding that missing civilian. How about we start by combing this area? There's a whole lot of ground to cover, but we're just gonna have to get on with it. I do wonder if at a certain point in the game, if you were to come here, if the barrier would disappear. I feel like I sense something strange. Maybe that's just my imagination? That would be kind of neat. I hope the game does that. But, we'll go ahead and stop here. In the next video, we will look for, whoever our missing person is. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.